Hello, hello. This is Edith Ferris with Powerhouse Coaching, and welcome to our new live. I'm going to talk about a very important topic which would help you not just in your dating or relationship life, but in other areas of your life. I work with women who feel discouraged and dejected with dating or in their current relationship, and I help them become radiant, feel alive again, become confident in their skin so they can attract the relationship, create the relationship that they're longing for. And I often find that when losses occur in our lives, that can hinder evolving relationships, that can help hinder finding the right person, opening our hearts again, and hold you back from happiness that you longing for, that you desire. So you suffered a loss. You lost someone. You just broke up with someone. You lost your marriage. You lost a job, a business. You lost a pet. You lost a loved one. You lost a parent. Losses can come from every areas of your life and any areas of your life, and they have a significant impact on our lives. They're very, very important to heal. But our initial reaction to all that pain that's coming with the loss is to suppress it, not to feel it. Many times we even go into, like if I just talk about relationships in this sense, we go into or we choose to go on dates just to numb the pain of the loss of that very important person. So we have several mechanisms to protect ourselves from pain. If we deny ourselves from the healing of the heart, that's gonna hold us back in so many ways, and it's gonna be so painful, and it's gonna be so almost impossible to move on to the next relationship if we don't allow our hearts to heal, if we don't allow grief. Like I said, our first tendency would be to not to feel the pain, not to go in that direction, but that is what's gonna help you become alive again. So if you think about it, there are 5 stages of grief. The first one is denial. We really don't want to feel it. We really don't believe it, that it happened. We lost the relationship. We lost the marriage. We couldn't save it. So the first reaction is to suppress those emotions and rationalize, and because the emotions just would be too overwhelming in that case. The second phase of grief is when we go into anger. We feel guilt, we lash out, we blame ourselves. We could have done something else. Why didn't I do something else? I could have saved this marriage. I could have saved the relationship. I wish I acted differently. Or we blame the other person, or we blame other circumstances. In the third phase of the grieving period is the bargaining, but that provides a temporary escape, that provides hope, and it's a very important part of grieving also. When we would do anything to make that pain go away, to bring the loved one back, to bring that job back, the business decision that we made, we would wish it to go away. And the fourth part is depression, when we feel lonely and sad and isolated, and we really go into that emotion, and we feel all the darkness around us. And if we allow these phases to evolve into each other, the last phase would be acceptance, when we accept what happened, when we make peace with the loss of the loved one, the loss of the relationship, the loss of the business, of what happened. And if you think about it, losses are natural. They happen all the time. It's part of they are part of life. Life ends, loved ones die, relationship ends, businesses mature and they eventually die, or we make bad decisions and then they die earlier. But losses happen all the time. The challenge for us is when we don't allow ourselves to feel and grieve the loss itself. So my challenge for you guys today is to look into your past, where it shows up, because everybody has losses. Like, where are you not honoring the losses yet? Is it in your relationships? Is it a business that you lost? Is it a job that you lost? A pet you just lost recently? And just write them down. Where am I holding myself back from letting this go? We can get stuck in any of these phases, but when we allow ourselves the process to naturally evolve, and then we are conscious, we know that this is a normal phase, feeling sadness, feeling depression, or being in a denial or anger phase, or any of the other phases are normal, and the natural steps are of the healing, then we can allow ourselves to let go of the grief, let go of what happened, and become anew. And why is that important? When that happens, you are able to open your heart again. You're gonna feel alive again. You put yourself in the flow again. You are able to create more. You are able to open your heart again to another person, truly, fully, not just go on a date with someone, but you truly can open your heart to that new person. You become creative again to jump in again and start a new business, or go for that career that makes you feel alive. It's essential for our happiness. So if you have any challenges in this area, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a message, a private message through Facebook. I'm also gonna put a link into my private Facebook group for women, and you can ask to join that too. Step into their Feminine Radiance group. We have extra stuff going on in that group, and I can support you more in that group. Ask your questions either privately or in the chat box. I'm looking forward to answering them. And reach out. Okay, this is for today. Bye, guys.